What's up, guys? I'm Rico from the Achievement Hunter community, and this is Outland. Outland is a PlayStation Network and Xbox Live Arcade game that came out around mid-2011, and it is a platforming video game developed by Housemarque and published by Ubisoft, which follows the story of a man who has visions that he has no idea what they mean. He goes on a quest to try and find out what the hell these visions mean, and he realizes that he's the descendant of this warrior who is in charge of taking down these two great sisters who helped shape the earth and are now trying to destroy it. It's a really hard plot to explain, but you would be able to understand it better once you actually play the game, and they do a better job of explaining it with their visuals that they use to help coincide with the game's cutscenes, which is one of the high points that I have about this game, is that I really like the art style and the display of the game. I mean, I'm not a big fan of defined graphics in a video game where you can clearly tell what something is. I'm more a fan of just general shapes where you kind of have to guess what those objects are. Although granted, in this game you can kind of tell what most of the objects are just because they're moving around and a few of their body parts are illuminated. But in general, you kind of have a hard time figuring out where the hell you are, and it's kind of one of those things that I really like. And one of the high points I have about this game is that it is very fun to play. I mean, I really like that this game is difficult, which when you play it, you'll figure out that this game is very difficult pretty fast. But I really like those kinds of games that are difficult because it kind of forces you to play more of it just to get past a certain level, and that kind of gets you more invested in it to try and get past that level. And when you actually do get past it, it makes the victory all that much more sweeter, which I really liked. And this game also has a great mechanic, which it does a lot to distinguish from its competition, which is its polarity shift ability, which a lot of people have compared it to Ica Ragu and sometimes Silhouette Mirage, where you press one button and it allows you to change between blue and red. And basically when you're blue, you can touch any objects that are blue, you can use any floating platforms that are blue, and you can not take damage from blue attacks. But in order to deal damage to enemies, you need to be the opposite color. So say if you were blue and there was a blue enemy, you would have to turn yourself to red to deal damage. And the same goes for red with all the abilities that I described earlier. Now this is a very simple mechanic, but it actually does a lot to help it distinguish itself from its competition, which all made it feel all that much more fun to play. Now I want to talk about some of the achievements that I have for this game on this list. First one I want to talk about is the collector achievement for 30 gamer score to collect all Marks of the Gods, single player only. Marks of the Gods are basically these little shaman heads that are all around the game. They're about 2 to 3 in each level. I don't remember how many levels there are, but I know that there are 42 Mark of the Gods to collect, and they get harder and harder to collect as the game's difficulty goes up the later on you play it. Next one I have is Millionaire for 30 gamer score, which is to collect 1 million doubloons for single player. I have around 10,000 doubloons just with my time playing it, so I don't know how difficult that's going to be. Although I don't know if this game has New Game Plus, which will allow you to save your money and from your previous playthrough, but if it does, that will be very easy to get in my opinion, because you can just replay the game over and over again. Next one we have is the only difficulty based achievement, which is Grandmaster for 30 gamer score to complete the full game. Actually, I lied. The next achievement is Untouchable for 25 gamer score, which is to defeat any boss without taking damage. That's actually pretty easy to get. You can do that on the first boss that you meet. He's pretty easy to take out. Next one I have on this list is Arcade Master for 20 gamer score. Complete any arcade chapter below the target time. And finally, I have Survivor for 10 gamer score. Kill 20 enemies in a row with only 1 health left. And that's pretty much all the achievements that I have on this list for Outland. I mean, Outland, I had a lot of fun playing it when I was playing it for the short time that I had it to make this video, and I believe that if I had the game, I wouldn't mind playing it again. This is one of those games that I feel like I would have a lot of fun playing over and over and over again, and I feel that everyone else should play it. So if you have a chance, you should definitely check out Outland. I don't know how much it is for Xbox Live Arcade, but when I downloaded it, it was free for PlayStation Plus subscribers, so you should check it out. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and be sure to check out achievementhunter.com for more.